Alright, Steins Gate. It's back. It's been like 2 to 3 weeks since I played this, so I vaguely remember what happened. I remember we were a mad scientist of some sort. We went to the time conference with our sidekick, Tattooing conference. We saw the dead body, then everyone disappeared, and then we rolled the credits. And that's about it. But I remember enjoying the game so far, so I'm excited to see how it keeps playing out. I've also fixed some of the stuff with like the message speed and the Japanese audio overlaying it, so hopefully things should be a little bit easier to like deal with in terms of me voice acting and the message speed not being super slow. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. It's pretty exciting. Chapter 1: Time Travel Paranoia. Hey, you. Can you see us? Why won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes, you on the other side of the monitor. So, I can't tell if this is just him being crazy or them actually just breaking the fourth wall here. I'll be a little bit disappointed if it's the latter, just because so many games try to break the fourth wall. It's just not good. So, yeah, hopefully this is just him being stupid. That'd be pretty fun. Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. Well, I wasn't silent, so yeah, fuck you. I suppose that, from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong. For it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you too. That's kind of crazy. I've thought about this a lot. Like, if what would it be like if we were actually in a simulation? And that kind of fucks me up. I'm not gonna lie. It scares me a little bit. Like shit. What if all these game developers and game creators are just constructing a window into the actual real life, and we are the characters in the game, while the characters in the game are the ones in real life? That would be creepy. But yeah, we just ignore these existential crises and save them for the shower. True reality is on this side of the screen. Well, this is annoying though. I don't think the message speed got fixed, but at least we fixed the audio overlay, so it's nice. Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth. But no matter. I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand. This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos. Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Okarin. I forgot what voices I was doing for these people, so fuck. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Quiet, I'm a mad scientist, remember? From the station, head down Chuodori until you reach Suehirocho Station. Then take a left onto, oh fucking shit. Take a left onto Kurumebashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the run-down Ohiyama building. The lab is on the second floor. On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Braun Tube Workshop. You can't miss it. It deals exclusively in CRT monitors, of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara's electric town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent. What the fuck is a CRT? This is actually probably just me being dumb. I don't know what a CRT is. What is this? Okay, well, not critical race theory, I assume. Uh, Cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube containing one or more electron guns which emit electron. Oh, so it's basically just a TV. Okay. But the proprietor of the Braun Tube Workshop, Tenuoji, is also the owner of the building. That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even this is really bad, even as land value continues to rise. Maybe I should just like, I don't know, wait until it's gone forward a little bit and then start voice acting. That might work better. He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now, the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. Well, I digress. The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are. Ocarine, Ocarine. You've got to say. No, that's good, turning into an Indian accent. Fuck. You've got to say lab mems, not researchers. Our lab mems, laboratory members, are three. Yeah, you got three members. Interesting. I'm the founder of the Future Gadget Lab. Lab Mem number 001, the insane mad scientist Hoin Kyoma. Ocarine is cuter though. This is really bad. Next, we have our resident cosplayer. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm getting Danganronpa flashbacks to fucking Sanugi. Oh god. We have our resident cosplayer and only female member, lab mem number 002, Shina Mayuri. Tuturu, call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them. And last, we have our resident super hacker, lab mem number 003, Hashida Itaru. Oh, is that dude in the right then? What kind of voice should I go for this? He kind of seems like a stoner type. So maybe we go for like a voice like that. Stop calling me that. It's super hacker, duh. Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention. For details, see our lab's homepage. Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned. Well, hold on. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8. But this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Now, wait. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it. No, it's the number of earthly desires and mortals, you ass-channel junkie! And I thought I told you not to interrupt me while I'm talking. Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. Okay, so he is just being stupid. I mean, I guess they are trying to like kind of fourth wall break by talking to us, but like, I don't know. I guess everyone is acknowledging that he's kind of just stupid. All right. I'm not talking to myself, can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor. Ah, he just grinned. The person, me? I didn't grin. What are you grinning about, damn you? You don't even exist outside that monitor. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a sip of water while you enjoy your gaming existence. Just say, don't look at me. I don't think that's gonna work. It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality. Maybe they think we're in the game. Well, yeah. I doubt it's even occurred to them. Well, I'm able to move the dialogue across your screen, so clearly must be a game that I'm playing, not you. But aren't you? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I really hope this is not gonna be like a recurring thing. I like okay. I do have a problem with games kind of overusing this trope of, you know, characters obsessed with anime in a kind of sexual way. Because it's really weird. You know, I did say that at the same time saying that one of the girls in this game was hot, which yeah, I acknowledge. But I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between like playing a game and saying a girl in the game is hot versus like being obsessed with it in like a kind of creepy way, which is what a lot of these games kind of exploit the trope of. And it worked really well in what's it called Doki Doki Literature Club, which I did play. That was a great game. Um, it worked really well there because they actually like played on that kind of trope. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of games that I've played kind of just use that for laughs, and then that kind of it's not even bad when it's the first time, but it just kind of drills it into the ground to the point where every time I see a joke like that, I'm just like well, I'm ready for the next fucking 8 pages of dialogue to be just about that. Fantastic. So I really hope this game is not going to just end up drilling into that route, but we'll see. That's different. Those girls are my wives. Oh god, not gonna start. Nobody care. Nobody cares about your harem. But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure? Well, if you have a scroll bar, just goes across your chest and just skips ahead, and that controls your dialogue. I think that's generally a pretty good indication that you're in a game. But yeah, no, come on. Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. Nice to noob you, bro. What the fuck? This is gonna like make me look up so much shit that I probably do not want on my search history. What the fuck is a Chinubio? Japanese colloquial term typically used to describe early teens who have grandiose delusions, who desperately want to stand out, and who have convinced themselves they have hidden knowledge or secret powers. Ha. Huh. Yeah, that's basically me. I step back from the monitor. Oh, I should probably use that. I step back from the monitor. What the fuck? Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character Alpaca Man. That is the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of Ugly Cute to be true. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I bought it yesterday. 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, hacker! I'm no Chinubu, patient. Okay, so there's just a dialogue to slow down. It's a little bit annoying, I guess, when you're in conversation, but it's just in his thoughts. It seems to be going fast, but that's fine. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. I am Boyan Kyoma! That's your character's name, right? Oh, Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair. As you know, I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. I mean, the fact that you call it an offline meet, well, yeah, I think that speaks for itself. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nickname Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. Fucking shit. Okay, what the fuck is an otaku? A young person who's obsessed with computers or particular aspects of popular culture to detriment of their social skills. Okay, so also me, I guess. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives and who he cheats with 3 teammates. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. I think we searched this up last time, right? I think, hopefully. Yeah. He's the reliable and skilled potter who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Ow. The needle bit my finger. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shiina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does a future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Hey! Aw, sad. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the future gadget laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, flashback. Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. What the fuck? I belong here. Did you experience like the worst case of Stockholm Syndrome ever? Well, that certainly was cryptic. Saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. So one thing I don't understand, is the organization, the system, and the Dark Dominion all the same thing? Because if so, I don't know why they have so many. Unless it's like something where it's like the organization implements the system, which creates the. Okay, I can't even be bothered. Hopefully they just explain it at some point. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. So, did Alpaca Man say anything? Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive you think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn, anti-social alpaca! I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do... The TV makes it sound like it's shorted, and the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Pick the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Brown Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. Aww. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. Damn. I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour. Oh, so this is after. Okay, interesting. I saw an hour ago. They're gone. And I left Radhika and everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt and waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until... What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared just now, right? Huh? You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Oh, did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Huh? Huh? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth with my shaking. I didn't see anything. You didn't. I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. There were people here a second ago, weren't there? There were? Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure. Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense. It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? Man, this dialogue is so fucking slow. I wish there was a way I could speed it up. I can't really figure out how to do it, unfortunately, but we'll see. I'm sure it's because of the heat. Doo-doo-doo. How could you laugh at a time like this? So what, like, he changed time to accidentally removed a bunch of people? Is that what happened? Or did he go forward in time or something? I'm not sure. I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Vatican, where I had been just a moment before. Dun dun dun. Time machine. There it was, an enormous machine like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the fuck is that? I was close. What the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. That's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up the atmosphere somehow. I don't really understand. Okay, like, it's obvious to me that it's a time machine. And I guess that it's like, it should be obvious. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it should be obvious to the characters as well, even if you're not, like, you know, playing through this game as part of the story. Like, you just attended a press conference about a fucking time machine. You saw a building, sorry, not a building, like a satellite-like object mysteriously appear on the fucking roof. And you don't think that's a fucking time machine? I don't know. It's weird. I knew I was crazy. Oh, it was crazy. But what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Mayuri, about that satellite. Yeah? What a surprise, huh? What do you mean? What was a surprise? It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly didn't make a sound. But I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like zzz. Did that satellite fall out of the sky? Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Hey, you two! Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave. Okay, so I guess he time traveled into the future. That'll make more sense. We're sorry. I guess that also makes sense why there's no one there. Because if you go to the future to a time when, like, there's a crime and you cordon off the area, then no one will be here, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense actually. First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Officer A? Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you? What are you talking about? Get out of here! I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance. But before I could... Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, No one got... sorry, this is policeman. No one got stabbed at Radikon. Okay. No one got stabbed. So... So he changed the timeline? Is that what happened? So it's like something like where like he changed the timeline such that the satellite because he said he didn't like specify that Makise was dead. The satellite like fucking went through the roof instead, destroying the press conference and stopping it from happening. Is that what happened? I think that would make sense. That makes sense to me. What? How could he say that with such certainty? But I was still trying to comprehend the situation. The policeman forcefully led us away. Okay. We were escorted to UPX and then released. There were people at UPX like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. So, okay, so I get how, I get how, Hyoden? Fucking Rintaro. I get how Rintaro, just showed up there, right? He was in the area, then time changed, and he ended up there. But then, if Mayuri is not part of that, because she clearly doesn't, have this memory of the people being there and then vanishing, what are her memories of ending up in that spot? Did she just, like, imagine, like, oh, we just walked through the police blockade to get there? Or did she just not remember? Or, I don't know. I don't think they'll explain that, but that's a bit weird to me. I feel like it would just been easier to just not have Mayuri be there, so that you can kind of just ignore that part, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even ToTV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery? I see. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare. Has this become, like, more British? I feel like I'm becoming more British. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just stick with the British accent. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God. But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. One day, I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. Is that product placement? Is that product placement? Yeah, we'll count that as product placement. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential. Elixir intellectualis. Drink fit for a genius. Cola's better. Ocarine really loves his Dr. P. I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. That's like me with Sprite. I'm like way too obsessed with Sprite. It's kind of bad. Step through the curtain dividing a center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off-limits to outsiders. Yes, I know this setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain. But our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tapes, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn, and probably never will be. Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. A microwave? Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven, significantly larger than newer home models. Okay, so it's just a microwave. The plan, as in the plan. Obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8. I thought they already made 8 gadgets. Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant? We've known each other for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together. Now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months though. We were in different classes junior year. And actually, we didn't talk at all, so 2 years. Details? The point is, we've known each other a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here. N-O-P-E. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff. But no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again. So, are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8? Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. So it's like is the Dark Dominion like the Illuminati, and the organization is like the heads of the Illuminati? Is that what they're going for? At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, futuristic gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadget. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. What the fuck does that mean? Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? What is Ora Ora? This game seems to have like a lot of Japanese references, which makes sense because it was developed in Japan, but yeah, I don't know. Ora Ora, what is that? Shouting hey or listen? That doesn't seem right, surely. Yeah, okay, I can't find anything else. I don't know, that makes no sense to me. Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5, once again I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 6, the Cialume Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist's genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the Phone Wave, name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Oh, so you're a pretentious prick, got it. Daru thinks my naming sounds too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Ivy can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, name subject to change, is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, and on your way back, hold the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, has a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri, had made her daily routine eat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1 as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri! Bring forth the bananas! It's a waste of bananas. Are you gonna turn them into galbanas again? What the fuck? That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them— oh, gel. Okay. Can you stop calling them gelbanas? But gelbanas are gelbanas. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, named subject to change. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Oh my god, wait, I can hit enter and it'll fucking skip the dialogue head? Oh my fucking god. I've been missing this my whole life. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys bananas, but now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, named subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? Wait, what? Do I have to— what? Why does it keep repeating? Oh, do I have to like click on it or something? What? Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone. Maybe call it the phone line. Change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config of the system menu. How do— what? No, that's not how the fuck do I— how do I call the fucking phone? What? Tab? No, not shift. Enter. What the fuck is the phone triggers button? I can't get to the controller setting without fucking— what? How do I— it's control alt space? No, it's not space. Oh, Z. Oh, okay, it was Z. Great. Okay. Where's the wait, where's change settings? Okay, never mind. How do I back? This also C, B, backspace. Okay, just backspace. This game's controls are confusing. Phone wave. Call. I'm connected. Hello, this is the phone wave. Name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. Do you hear Mayushi's voice? Oh, it's Mayushi's voice. Be quiet, I'm trying to listen. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. Okay, 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. That might have serious implications if you look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Yeah, no. Not Hund's rule? No. Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Bananas are ready! Yeah. That's disgusting. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered the phone wave, name subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. Have you considered that, like, it might just be, like, the properties of the bananas and the chicken are different and they're interacting in different ways? I don't know. Maybe that's just my thoughts. It just gets more confusing each time. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. They look really nasty. The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it. No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor should be yours. But shell bananas are all goopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, you already tried one. It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think? I swear to God, it's gonna be... Please don't say it. Please don't say it. Don't say it. Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy bananas. I feel like it'd just be easier to just be like, haha, it's like a penis. That'd be like so much easier and simpler in every way imaginable. Stop. None of this like going around the fucking clock bullshit. Mayushi say, oh fucking hell. Oh. Oh God. She's 16 fucking years old. Oh my God. Dude, get an arrest warrant for this dude. Holy shit. I'm in disbelief right now. I'm in actual disbelief. Do I have to say this line? Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding. Please just say it. Your banana's all soft and... Don't make us say that, you perv. Thank you, Rintaro. At least he's like not an absolute... At least he's not creepy. We take that. The protagonist is not creepy. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I've got it! I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout, what you say? Come on, don't be shy. Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is we don't know what it is doing, or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave. Then what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. Got a new tip. What is... Oh, well, it just disappeared. I feel like there's like some tab or like some function that I'm just like missing. I'm receiving mail. What just happened? What just happened? Did I miss something? You know, well, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Garo Froggy. Wait, I can actually connect type. Oh, fuck. I was really hoping I could like type my own responses. That'd be so funny. That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. Nice. What is this? So true. Can I respond to this? Does this just keep going? Nah, damn it stops. Damn, I can't reply to it. This is so sad. Yeah, I'm trying to. I just hit Q and something weird should happen. No, that's autoplay. Or I'm trying to like figure out how to like open a menu or something, but I genuinely don't know. Do not. The X is just backing out stuff. Oh, here we go. It's one. One is what I need. Quick save, quick load, save, load, tips list, configure it. Oh my god, I can change it from here. Yo, that's crazy. So I guess we just turn this to all. Is that what we want to do? Sync voice, skip voice. Well, we're not really using voice right now, so. Yeah. Okay, that seems good. Full screen. Okay. Oh wait, I missed some things here. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Dollar to go to Daibiru. There's going to be some seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Okay, now I know how to get... I have somewhat better understanding of the controls. That's a lot better. How do I close the fucking phone? I thought it was Z. Is it not Z? Oh god. Oh, like, close the... Okay, there we go. God. I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me... Alright, this is a good part. Behind me is the largest unidentified object that crashed into a building near Akihabara Station. The building is under a police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Radican? No point, can't get close. I've been following the news online though. There's already 100 threads about it on at channel. It's huge, man. Is that channel just like Reddit, basically? Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC? I'm alive. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the phone wave, name subject to change. I might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now's not the time. So, what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave, name subject to change, may be the key to opening Steins Gate. Oh, roll credits! Oh my god, it's Steins Gate. I don't know what the fuck that is, but holy shit. How's that? Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly as we step out of the elevator. Ah! I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. Okay. Let's think here. I don't know who this is gonna be. Let's try. I think this sounds just from the I'm sorry. It's gonna be a girl probably. I'm gonna guess. And also from the intro, there's like 700 million girls. Okay. What kind of voice do you want to do here? We're gonna go something more random. You see this today? Oh, it's memorized. Maki said again. What? It's a girl, and I recognize her. You, impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kuzu! Is there something? Oh, she seems like the deadly type. So let's go. Let's go with this. Is there something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder because I'm a creep. My grip tightens. Ow! You should be dead. Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. But as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. Hey, that hurts. Let me go. Kurisu pushes me away, and she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? Sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous, I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, you do not talk about me like that. I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means that it came from the future. Okay, so, interesting. Gotcha. It came from the future? That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Taru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories. Yeah, says a guy who believes in a fucking organization that runs the fucking Dark Dominion. No, the day was definitely a week later. It came from, the 28th. Wait, that's today! Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. Someone stabbed. Received it on July 21st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stabbed. Bed. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Chill. Sus. Urisu don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3. And there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly Kurisu was standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh, right. The email's not important. Well, maybe it is. But not right now. The real question is why she's still alive. Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit. Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist, after all. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. Bro, you have to understand how sus this looks. Like, I understand that you're going through some shit right now, and you're weirded the fuck out. You just saw her die, and now she's alive again. But you're also being really weird about this. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me. Oh, Corinne, I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kurisu's cheek with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like that. Not that I've ever touched one. Hey. Wait a minute, we already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. I still doubt that she had substance. That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like their master's appearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do we have to make all the guys be perverted? Further investigation. Straight at our boobs. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lifted it. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lifts her blouse a little higher. What truth, you perv? You stupid? I wanna die. She pushes my hand away. Louis Shan's famous line for the win. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. I know what I saw. No way. Did you see my underwear? Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blast down. I'm gonna try like a whispering voice. I don't know if my mic is actually picking it up. I hope it is. But we'll see. No, you fool. Not that. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw. Wait, Dr. Nakabachi. What are you talking about, Ocarine? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the master's appearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me. My name is Hoin Kyoma! Really, man? You're hopeless. Okay, Hoin-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall. Makise-san, it's almost time. Right. Thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go to... Go where? To hear the lecture, duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius, Makise Kurisu, need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. She's the one teaching it. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago, which means she's just old enough. Fuck yes! Let's go! I first heard about you when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATM. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. I mean, they seem to be clapping very loudly. It's mostly students. Oh, demographic test. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just came here struck broken. What did I do? When I returned her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people food with their timid girl act, but I've learned at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. I've been subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise. I'll try my best. Time travel? Oh. Let me start by saying that time travel is absolutely possible. Objection! Okay, Phoenix, right? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, was startled by the interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to sit and listen to some genius girl's dribble. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Ocarine, you magnificent fool! Sitting at my side, Taro throws me a soul salute. ATS staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay, it's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. Huh. What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories. Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. It's almost like she's a genius, and you're a student at a university who has not studied theoretical physics. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model? Damn, you twisted my question and used it against me. What conniving bitch. Touche, girl genius. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some popped-up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off them. This is like not sounding very sensual when I'm talking about like fucking quantum physics. But whatever. This is, you know, maybe this is doing it for some of you. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run it near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand? Oh, you jump. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. Well, you probably shouldn't have told it to her, you bitch. But that's not really time travel, is it? Now, a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, Professor Abat, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Kurisu is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on. Then, what about going to the past? That's not time travel either. This time is a nearby student who objects. Was it just me, or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now? A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist? I really hope she doesn't go through and explain like all 11 theories, because yeah, my head's getting a bit lightheaded from trying to whisper all this shit. By the way, nobody misunderstands. Cosmic strings are not the same as super strings. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel into the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little off. Second, you would need the energy required to make them at near light speed. How much energy do you think you need to accelerate something as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.2 joules. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. You need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings with a number of them. Do you think calling it so? Care to take on the challenge? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. I've been challenged, though I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief. I did, in fact, watch Thor the Dark World. Good movie. Not really. It sucked. But they talked about wormholes a lot. I'll give you a second. I'm gonna need some water after that shit. Go. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist. In order to pass through, it needs something that can oppose my fist's grasping force, so that I can't squish it. Kurisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. Travel through time, however, thickly. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara. This is Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA, all the way to the end of the universe at the speed of light. Once it's there, you can't go back to LA. Yeah. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now, do you see what I meant when I said that time travel? I've dropped the theories, just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. Isn't there anything simpler? Like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? A firm declaration. I can't say what might change. You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass? The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would certainly be the extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though. If you think that conservation of mass applies to the universe, what? Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That's a little... how mortifying. How mortifying that I didn't know that conservation of mass applied to macro systems. Oh, shoot, my AP Physics class didn't go over this. Well, okay, I mean, I'm gonna admit, I'm not a physicist, but like, conservation of mass, like violations of conservation of mass, yes, they can technically exist, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to, at all to modern physics. It's just that when you're talking about specific like quantum theories and, well, in this case, I guess time travel, then conservation of mass wouldn't apply because it's differing times, so therefore the mass doesn't have to be conserved because it's a different mass coming in from a different time. I think. I'm probably very wrong. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then what is the problem? That thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born. What if you just don't kill them? The other theory I have is like, if you would kill your grandparents in the past, then, at least my belief in, okay, this is going on a bit of an aside here, because this is my belief about time travel, if it does exist, and if it is possible. I've always believed that time is like a linear thing. There's one timeline that exists, and it is possible to travel to different points in that timeline, but any point that you travel within that timeline, you cannot change events because the events that you try to change has already happened. So in a case where you try to kill your own grandfather, suppose you did succeed, then time would basically correct itself by, so you'd still be able to be born, but you'd be born with a different grandfather, and then somehow time would correct itself so you think that your grandfather is not your grandfather, if that makes sense. You can't go back and physically change time, but you can travel through time. That's basically my belief about time travel. I guess it's similar. I should just preface this with this. It's similar to like how Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban did. That's how I believe time operates. But obviously, I'm not a fucking quantum physicist. Those people probably have actual ideas of how time travel would function. Anyway, sorry about that aside. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox. I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. And thank God I did not have to fucking voice that. Oh my God. I did, like, Going into that, I was like, okay, you know, I'll do like a ASMR voice for Makise. It'll be funny, haha. I did not expect her to explain for that long. Oh my god. I need another water break. Alright. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that was quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Makise Kurisu dead, and yet she's alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. Not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exercise. Wait. I just totally did not expect that, I'm gonna be honest. You need to get fucking exercise. Oh my god. I seriously doubt that the Makise Kurisu at ATF is a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese. It's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kondo River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Manseibashi Bridge, the very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kondo Myojin is one of the most famous shrines in Akiba, but I typically chose this one. The shrine is so small, you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. It's Ocarine! Tuturu! There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Urushibara. Urushibara Duka. Stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate as cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. I wonder if he has a crush on her. I have no idea. Chief Priest's son. Wait, that's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. I mean, yeah, that doesn't really prevent you from having a crush on him. What kind of voice do you want to use this? I'm gonna trust him. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. It's like kind of stoner shit. No, I can't do that. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, mannerisms of a girl, more feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. There's like really drilling this in, like, Hoyan definitely is like, yeah, I want to fuck him, but also miss me with that gay shit. Looks stunning in Miko robes, but he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. Wait, what? I mean, you could definitely just be cleaning while being a guy. It's fine. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. Like me! Ha! But he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up, but he's a guy. Let's keep going. I'm just gonna just do this like for every single bit of dialogue that he has. Lukaku, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine, I call him Lukaku. Like, remember Lukaku, the football player. You know, he reminds me of him in many ways. And they're both guys. Yeah, that's about it. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukaku and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I... Wait, you're also creeping on a 15-year-old. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Lukaku is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes. I mean... Oh yeah, he's the voice of a girl apparently, so it's fine. You mean Demon Sword Samidare? Correct. I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power. Oh yeah, you bought it at Bladeworks, right? I think you said it cost $9.80. Don't say another word anymore, and they will come to silence you. They're gonna silence me? Thanks for worrying about me, Okarin, but who are they? I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukaku, are you making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you? Yes, I do practice swings with him today. As long as you carry it and master the Zanma school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samidare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. It was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included. Thank you, Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present. My name isn't Okabe. It's Okarin. I'm sorry, Kiyome-san. As long as you understand. Now, speak the words. Like Kongaru? No, not Kongaru. Kongaru! Yes. Sai Kongaru. Did I get it right? Lukaku smiles happily as I nod. Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy. And he's also 16! I feel like that's a bigger... It's way more... Like, him being a guy is not even an issue. It's the fact that he's fucking 16! Oh my god. Daru creeping on Mayuri. Oyen creeping on Lukaku. God. That's a beautiful master-disciple relationship. Mayushi's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited. What's a Fujoshi? Fujoshi. Is a Japanese term for female fans of manga, anime, and novels that feature romantic relationships between men. Not sure why that means the term, but sure. Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such a thing. Jeez, then we do have a master-disciple relationship. I, Hyo and Goma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash her. Teach Lukaku about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. So he's just admitting that he's, like, grooming him, basically. Yeah, this is racist. That stuff about Demon Sword Samidare is part of that training. As he looks aside, Lukaku is very obedient and hard-working. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weaknesses of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri? I came to see Lukaku. Komima's coming up next month, and I want him to cosplay as Kirari-chan from Rhinet. He won't say yes. But cosplaying, that's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase "someone this cute can't be a girl" is really popular, you know. Come on, make your cosplay debut. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's at least 30 so far, but it's never her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukaku as the next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently wearing about is for a female character. Normally I would understand why a man would dress like a girl, but come on, Lukaku has no problem wearing neutral robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of. Let's save the trivial stuff for later. But it's really important to Mayushi. And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukaku, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism. An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad. Please, what? No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So, with that said, bring out the usual. Usual? You mean Samidare? No! Who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's the stick with the zigzaggy paper things that the priest does a shaking thing you with. Oh, Amor, Aha, that sounded really damn ocarine. Quite shocked to hear that from my ear. Oh, it's Onusa, okay. Onusa, but I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him. Lukaku makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of the bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. I'm just waiting for this fucking Metal Upa to come back, bro. I feel like they had that entire, like, I don't know, it wasn't like a arc or a storyline by any means, but it was like, it took up like a solid 10 minutes or something like that. So it surely has to be somewhat important. Its name is Pockety. Obviously that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name, but I think. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's a most important treasure. Well, time for me to go to work. Do your best. You going straight home afterwards? Yep. Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. He comes to Akiba by train just about every day. To be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. See you tomorrow! I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off. Wait, Mayuri, back at Vatican, you heard a man scream, right? Me? Mayuri blinks several times and then puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. When was that again? This afternoon. I don't think I heard anything. Well, alright. Okarine's a weirdo. Bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo. Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half-dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. Thanks for waiting, Okabe-san. Lukaku owes. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for. Yes, let me borrow it. Thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave? Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, Lukaku! Okay. But do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway? Lukaku is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine. It's the evil spirit. My arm! I grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit! Hurry, Lukaku! It's trying to take over! No way. Please hang in there, Okabe-san. I'm not Okabe-san! I'm sorry, Kiyama-san. What should I? The exorcism! Hurry! Just do it, like I taught you! Okay. With a serious look on his face, Lukaku grabs the Onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His face is red. He can barely talk. Looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Amateur. Please, Luka, expel the spirit from me. I don't want to kill you. Lukaku starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukaku's managed to work up his resolve. Hear me, evil spirit. He raises the Onusa up high, shaking it left and right. Please leave from Kiyome-san. That's great. Now strike my arm with those zigzags. Ah! The tip of the Owanusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukaku. Lukaku sighs in relief and blushes. I'm glad I was able to help. His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the prawn tube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something we get in modern Japan, with LCD TVs becoming the new standard. I seriously doubt anyone would want the old CRT. Yo, what's up, Okabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building, Tenoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. What's up? That TV you gave me broke, that's what. Ah, I bet you were treating her rough, weren't ya? Haha. Give me like a frat boy type dude. I bet you managed to set the heavy TV on the counter. Love, you gotta treat him with love. Muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. I need repairs post-haste. Man, why do you always gotta talk like that? Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I got mail. You got mail. Mayuri. What's up? Just Daddy. I didn't want any of the other Gero froggies, but I did want Fatty. But now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. I should probably say this what it was. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so bad. Hey, I just realized Fatty kind of looks like Daruku. Haha. Haha. You can choose what to respond to? Is that what it is? Like, so, wait, hold on. So if I reply to Fatty, what I get? Do they even sell Gero frogs anymore? And if I go to Daru, just the body, right? No comment on Daru's face. No, I want to see what she says to this. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air. Something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk. They're all functional according to Mr. Braun. You've got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There's even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? Is it not 7 yet? The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply alive, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It's a picture of a young girl shyly making a peace sign with the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert. The girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nay, you're dead. That's it, Nay. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, though we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, but she's the only one Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. Well, surely if it didn't have a customer, then, like, you'd go out of business and you wouldn't be able to afford your face anymore, right? I'd be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't accustomed. He puts away the phone and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. It's probably just a used soda on the board. I can fix it. Really? Well, then by all means. Hold on, I'll get you an estimate. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yeah, so what? Never said I serviced it for free. Curse you. You have some gall to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Ah, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back. Though I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal. Extortion! You dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind? Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You got some nerve to be back-talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing. You shall have your money, Mr. Broad. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I hear the door open. Oh god, is this Nay? I look up to see that a girl has entered the store, wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts to highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. Very cool, thank you. Waza! Suddenly, time stops. Feels like someone activated the world. The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. The smile of grace gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously? Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say his girlfriend? She finally drops her clothes and clears her throat. I called earlier. I'm Amane. Just like that, time starts moving again. Oh, so you're the kid for the job interview. I'm Tanoji, the manager. A job interview? This young woman? You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, detriment Braun 2 workshop with this filthy old manager? You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent? My words are but the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea the Braun 2 workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help. Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job. The girl looks a little embarrassed. Okay. Let's wait until they specify her age before I say anything. The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer. That's honestly surprising. Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady. Oh, thank you. Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right, what was your name again? My name's Suzuha. Age? Okay, here we go. 18. Fucking go! Yes! Okay. She's hot as hell. Oh my god. She is very attractive. Very attractive. Go. I swear if she's lying about her age, though, I'm gonna be so pissed. Same as me. Student. No. She shakes her head. Why do you want to work here? Because I love CRTs. Hired! You start tomorrow. Wait, what? Some sort of joke. Are we on camera? Thanks, boss. Finally, Amane Suzuha seems to relax. Then she looks at me. Who are you? You dare ask my name? Better stop. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Farah in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger. Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass. He just doesn't understand my pain. This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Okabe Rintaro. My name is not Okabe. It's Hoin! Quit it or I raise your rent. I'm Okabe Rintaro. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression. I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble or Cafe Rentaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that. Huh? Hmm? Stuff like what? If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again. Mr. Braun, I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head. It is? You just keep thinking that. But someday, the world will kneel before me. Then Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye. So, that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip. Trend? I don't think so. What the fuck was that interaction? Like, okay. I used like the typical, you know, try to go for a stereotypical white girl kind of voice for her, which I think accurately fits her, which is really annoying because she is ridiculously hot, but so hot. Oh yeah, teenagers. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. Oh, I got mail. I got mail. Let's go. Kako. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samitare. Oh, that's so sad. That's probably something. Don't worry, thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't flop. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at this, I guess I'll check Ash channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. Okay, so it is just right. I search for threads in the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu static, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Holy shit! Oh, he came up in the first session. He was the dude that Hoyen claimed Nakabachi stole the time machine from, or something like that. I think. Wait, John Titor is back. John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right, but on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. After 10 years of silence, that same John Tito is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Tito is American, yet now he's posting on channel in Japanese? Let's take a look at his post. Well, I don't really know how to do this, but let's see. I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time travel lol, John Tito lol. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? At about 100 million yen, say. Can you send me one? That's kind of funny. CERN has a monopoly of time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Why did you come to this time? Is the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Wait, guys, Tito-san doesn't understand channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, K, if you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy Stern's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. You will lose it all in just 20 short years. It's vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only Stern has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for Stern. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy Stern's dystopia. You're a fraud, QED. What's a dystopia? How can Stern take over the world for just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Jesus fucking Christ. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new Stern overlords. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered and stolen Stern technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There's no privacy, no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes in the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying Stern rules the world. Did you even know what Stern is, lol? OP is a troll. So we should find his dad and kill him. This time traveler, Lamau, will never be born, and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have stealth test? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If someone claimed to be a time traveler, like from the future, that might be the first question I ask them. Like, is it possible to fuck yourself? You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It's possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or get the fuck out. Penny World's interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bruh. Research institution taking over the world? Well, what? I do not feel the need to prove I am what I say I am. I'm only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply. A trip code is a way to rectify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. While backpedaling. This is like literally just... I feel like this is like every Discord server that I'm on. It's like me talking about some stupid ass shit, or like me and one of my friends talking about stupid ass shit, like random ass nerdy quantum physics, fucking math stuff, and people just being like, "Well, what the fuck is that?" World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they're constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.00002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. You know, follow my account. It's John Tidor, hashtag 473. You know, big up my fans, and you know, I'm gonna be starting a Patreon soon. If you want to donate to raise funds to build my own time machine, go back to the future. Am I right? Yeah, I'll see you then. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Tito for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Tito wrote 10 years ago. I found one of the books on Tito, that's how I know. This new John Tito is clearly an imposter. Imposter? Among Us? There are many Tito fanatics on that channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone will fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler, as if this were his first appearance. No one has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. But what the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Tito thread archive in English, and plenty of Tito blogs in Japanese. I entered John Tito's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Tito's postings on that channel. I can't find a single trace of the Tito from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Tito a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is the search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Tito for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Tito before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making a call. Bro, that's such a mood. I'm just like, oh, let me call this person real quick. Take it out. Yeah, never mind. Instead, I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen and Yan too? A fucking May, oh my fucking shit. Oh no. Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat mates are his thing too. Oh god no. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. Cat girls. Oh fuck. May Queen and Nyan Squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuremebashi Dori, take a left at Sumaka Koisaka Crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radicon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radicon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tapes. We're here now at Akihabara the day after the unexpected satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. There are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radicon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the master's appearance was just my imagination. Or maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. The phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone in the scene, and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. Okay, new voice. I've done so many voices. There's so many voices in this game. What voice should I do? What does she seem like? She seems like a bossy type. I don't know. The organization is after me, so I can't miss that photo getting out. Wait. She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native-level English? Hey, you with the phone camera. Wait, please wait. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures. Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. Then she goes back to look at her phone. Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. You're not? Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening? Sorry. Wow, she finally speaks. It's a whisper, but it's something. I love the thing is, I love the bottom just updating every single time. Lady who's ignoring me, possible organization spy. Lady who apologized out of nowhere. If I upset you, she lowers her head slightly in a bow. Well, at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. I was shooting the scenery. Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with expressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me. Apparently sightseeing. It's proof of where I was today. You're a strange lady. Kiryu Moeka. My name. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just wanted to delete that photo. I have a question for you. May I? First, the photo. There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it? An urban legend. What's she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? Now, that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld. God, I've been in this town for far too long. I need to make plans. Akihabara, you were in such a bad town. I'm glad that the Phantom Retro PC. Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod. They say there's one in Akihabara. Oh, nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard of a Phantom Retro PC. A Retro PC? You mean like a 9.8? That's the first model that comes to mind. But a 9.8's really that hard to find. She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake. No, this. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture is monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar. An IBM 5100. Oh my god, it's what we are! IBM 5100. That's a computer. Oh, sorry, it's John Tito. That's a computer John Tito tried to get. The fingers twitch, I think. You've seen one? No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of Steins Gate. Roll credits. Know anyone who might know? Gary probably knows more about it. He's my favorite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6's mainframes. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to beat him at May Queen at plus Nyan squared. I don't have time to start and chat with some crazy lady I don't even know. Well, I'm off, lady. Media scrum in moderation. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. What are you doing? Your email, please. What are you after? The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me. Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took. Gah! You still haven't deleted it? Tell me, and I'll delete it. You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? I attempted to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective. I She hesitates for a second. Work part-time at Arc Rewrite. What's that? An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization would need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. Now, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well, I accept your terms. At any rate, oh whoops. I pull out my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed. Of course, this woman is an Esper. I dump her power. Shining Finger! Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. It's like a death note. A death email. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds. That's no way that... Okay, if you're doing 255 characters per minute, is that 5 seconds? 255 divided by 12 is, fuck. Oh my god. What is that, like, 21? Yeah, 21, right? So, your email... Actually, yeah. Email being 21 characters is a bit short, actually. Name? Hoin Kyoma, mad scientist. How's it spelled? First Ho for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. Huh? Ho for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Hoyin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Oh, like this. What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? She lowers her head a little more. An apologetic bow, I guess. Just hand me your phone, I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a black mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything, it's just to give her my name. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I have to... Okay. Oh, never mind, it's being a phone. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. Regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words, then I get away from her as fast as I can. Yeah, and with that, we're done for today. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're not doing this anymore. Yeah, we're done.